Hello and welcome to the final round of the 2009 GP4 Offline Championship. We're here for the Brazilian Grand Prix at the Interlagos circuit, and after last race where we had a fuel bug where Will Nella won the race, we are here for the Brazilian Grand Prix hoping that that problem will not happen again. And it is amazing how fast the season has gone. It only seemed like yesterday that we were seeing the first round at the Australian Grand Prix. But anyway, we are here for the final round, and some team news, or should I say the rest of the teams confirmed. Renault have signed Evan Byrne for next season from Williams. Virgin have signed Kellen Bryce, who returns to the series after a 2-year absence, as he appeared in the 2006 and 2007 OC seasons. And Toro Rosso have signed Robert Ionescu, and not included on the screen, is that Victor Bobo has decided to become Mercedes test driver, but obviously test drivers have been confirmed in another video. But we are here for the Brazilian Grand Prix at the Interlagos circuit, which originally wasn't hosting the final race of the season, but after a request from the drivers, they decided to put this as the final race of the season, as this is well known for its races at the end of the season. So this will be interesting to see what will happen, as obviously the championship is secured, but can Southgate keep second place ahead of Florian Vulka to keep it a Brawn 1-2 in the championship? The constructors are already secured for Brawn, second place is already secured for Red Bull, but it'll be an interesting battle, I believe, for either third or fourth place between Ferrari and McLaren, as there's only 1 point in it, so this will be interesting to see. But anyway, here is the grid for the final time of the season. James Williams is on pole ahead of Felix Sonntag in second, good qualifying from both. Mikel Oscar is third, followed by Florian Vulka fourth, Will Nella fifth, Alex Southgate sixth, Roland Moysen in impressive seventh place for Force India, with Jack Boyman in his final Grand Prix in 8th, Paige Knight also her final Grand Prix, and Toyota's final Grand Prix in 8th and 9th, Joseph Willers in 10th, Jamie Kenzie 11th, Viggo Holst in 12th, 13th is George Rowe, followed by Finlay Strachan in 14th. As we go further down the order, in 15th place is the Williams of Alan Wolf, 16th place is Armar Carr, in 17th place is Evan Byrne, who will want to forget the season. It's been a season to forget for him. Waze Kuba, very disappointing 18th place for him, with Sam Thompson 19th, Victor Bobo 20th, Michael Mocho 21st, and of course Jordan Maturin 22nd. So obviously so we are looking forward to what the race will hold. Let's see what the weather will be like for the race. As you can see, it is wet conditions. It will be wet all race round, which will make for a very interesting race, as Brazil is known for its hectic wet races, such as Brazil 2008, Brazil 2012, where titles were won on that day. So this could be a very, very interesting race, and also Brazil 2003 as well, with all the crashes and a surprise winner. But will there be a surprise winner here? Can Sonntag get his first victory of the season? Anyway, here we are on the grid. The lights are about to come on. We now have 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and now 5 lights. And the lights go for the final race of the 2009 OC season. And James Williams has got a good start, I believe, as they head into the centre S's. Or has he got it, as the Brawn of Miklos Gauss trying to make a move, but Sonntag is side by side. Sonntag may try and take the lead coming through the centre S's. They're crawling through, as it is very, very wet out there. And James Williams has got the lead. Has he? No, Sonntag still hunting around the outside, and he'll have the inside coming out the final centre S's as he comes into turn 4. And it's side by side. The rain is pouring down, and as you can see, it is quite difficult to see the cars coming out of the centre S's, but Sonntag is side by side, and now Vulka's trying to make a move in the Red Bull. He's trying to go on the inside of Sonntag. It's 3 wide coming into turn 4. Who's going to make the move stick? And Vulka's taken the lead. Sonntag has been absolutely mugged here, but he's still in second place. There's a Brawn and a Ferrari off. That's Southgate, and I believe that's Will Nella. What a start to this Grand Prix it has been. There's 2 cars off, and there's Jamie Kenzie's got a broken front wing as well, and Joseph Willers has been involved. There's been a lot of carnage at the back, so obviously something has happened in turn 1. And so what has happened here? So let's have a look at the incident involving Nella and Southgate. So Southgate, Southgate was moving across a lot there, and Nella unfortunately just couldn't stop his car and went into the back of him. Not very good driving once again there from Alex Southgate. His driving has been quite questionable since he lost the championship to his teammate Mikel Oscar. And Mackenzie had already lost his front wing before that, so what had happened to Mackenzie? And it looks like it was into turn 1, and he hit the back of Joseph Willers, I believe that is, and who went into, I think, the Toyota there, and he did get damage. I believe that is Jack Boyman, is it? It is Jack Boyman, so he has lost his rear wing, so a horrendous start to his last race in the OC. As Knight crawls around, as you can see, there's been already a lot of damage, so what a start it has been as we skip forward back to the live coverage. So Southgate rejoins right at the back, and Moyton's up to 5th, and Knight is in 7th trying to get past, and here comes Roke, here comes the Renault of, I believe that's Vigor Holst, and that is a Lotus there, so what a start by Lotus. Who is that? Is that Maturin? I'm not sure, but oh, Vulka's now taking the lead. Vulka's taken the lead from Sontag. Oh no, what was I thinking? we already saw it, so here is on board. So, Vulka managed to sneak through past Sontag and Willows. He mugged both Sontag and Willows off there. So excuse me for what I was saying about he made the move, he made the pass. We just saw that, so excuse me there. But so Vulka takes the lead from Sontag. Willows has dropped down to 3rd. It looked like that he had kept the lead. It was a great battle there at the start of the race. But Vulka leads with Sontag 2nd and Willows in 3rd. What a start to this race it has been. And Brazil always likes to host great races. And Vulka comes through the final corner, and that's a Lotus up into P9. That is Jordan Maturin. What a start! He's up from last to 9th place. That is incredible there. As Bowman's not getting in the way, getting in the way there of Alan Wolf with the Williams, and there's a bit of contact there between Byrne and Finley Finley Strachan, I believe that is. Sorry. So there's already a lot of contact going as the cars now will be heading to complete their first lap, as some of the cars will be going back to the pits. So there's Boyman going into the pits. Mackenzie will be in the pits. Willows will be in the pits. There'll be a lot of cars in the pits. And as they come through, as there go the cars in the background, you can see them going into the pit lane as Vulka leads still at the moment. There's Wolf, who's coming through Center S's as Sontag leads. Oh wait, no, Sontag leads. Now Sontag has taken the lead obviously back from Vulka. So how has he done that? Was it through the Center S's? No, it was coming out the Center S's. He had a much better run, Sontag, and as he comes round into turn 4, he makes the move stick. A great move there from Sontag, and he takes the lead. Can he take his first and only victory in this season to end what has been you could say an unconvincing season? I wouldn't say a bad season, but McLaren just haven't had the best car. As if Bobo's in the Bobo's in the pits. What happened to Bobo? We haven't actually seen what happened to him. So we obviously missed that as we look at the replay. It happened right on the first lap. So Bobo once again is involved in yet another incident. So let's go on board here. Bobo was right behind, I believe, that's Sam Thompson, and he hits Thompson, and he manages to get away with damage. Well, Thompson, I should say, gets away with damage. You can see the cars. There's a massive traffic jam at the Center S's. So Bobo wasn't so lucky to escape with damage, and I believe that was Sam Thompson that he was involved with. So that is quite a start, as Bobo's season goes from bad to worse, and as he comes into the pits there, along with all the other cars, there's Mackenzie in the pits, Willows in the pits, and there's another yellow flag out. I think that's just coming into turn 4, so what's happened there? There's 2 cars off, and Roke's off, and so is Vigor Holst, so there's been another collision here. So let's see, so Holst was trying to overtake Roke, and there was contact. Roke moved in front of Holst, and Holst unfortunately hit the back of him, and they've both spun out. So a disaster. Well, it had been a good start for Roke, but his poor season just is summed up right there. As Wolf comes through, Roke is just rejoining the track, and he's come through. He's come right in front of Strachan. He's hit, and he's been hit, and Strachan has hit him. That was a dangerous move by Roke, coming right in the middle of the track. He narrowly avoided the Force India of Jordan Maturin. Was it Jordan Maturin? No, it was Sam Thompson, actually, sorry. So he narrowly avoided Sam Thompson, and he just came up right in front of Strachan, who had absolutely nowhere to go. A silly move by Roke, and his season is over, as he will look forward to joining Force India next year in what has been a torrid season for him at BMW. He's probably had one of the worst luck out of all the drivers this season. So there is Nella, who's right behind his teammate Kuba, and there's Southgate right behind as well. They're trying to recover places. There's Mocho getting stuck behind the Renault. There's Jamie Kenzie's off again. So Mackenzie, who's involved on the first lap, he's spun off again, coming into the infield section, and he seemed to be okay coming around the corner, but he just went very wide. He just had monumental understeer, and he is off, and that is a disaster there for Jay Mackenzie. As he is spun, he will drop down to last place pretty much, as he will rejoin the track in 21st. So Mackenzie now rejoins. The yellow flags are now finally out. They finally got rid of all the cars. And now we can relax. That has been an insane first 4 laps. As there's car, you can see on the bottom of your screen, has got past Maturin. And oh, that's why Maturin has crashed off. So that explains why. So Maturin was running in 9th place. He made a fantastic start. He managed to get through all the carnage. And unfortunately, he has crashed off into the Center S's. And as you can see, his car is just rolling on the edge of the track. So what has happened to Jordan Maturin? There, so let's go on board. So it looked like it was of his own making by the look of it. He comes through, he had Armar car right behind him, and he was going okay, but then he just went wide on the, it was just all the water on the outside line, it just got him, or rivers that are flowing through there. And oh, Sam Thompson has now hit the front wing of, has hit the wheels, sorry, of Maturin's car, and now he's going to have to go into the pits. He has lost his front wing, a disaster for Thompson. As Boyman comes through there, Bobo is just being attacked by Joseph Willers here for 18th place. So how unfortunate there for Sam Thompson, who hit Maturin's car, and how unfortunate for Maturin as well. He was having a good race. He got up to 9th from last. That will probably be one of his highlights of the season there. He enjoyed that at least for the first 4 laps. As Willers comes through, he's right behind Victor Bobo. He wants to make the move stick. I don't know if his points. I don't know if points are necessarily out the window yet, because this race could throw up quite a few surprises in there. Willers is trying to make a move, and Bobo's really forcing him out. They're really trying to stop him getting through there, and Willows unfortunately does not get through, as there's Nella trying to get through there, and Viggo Holst is right behind him. Holst trying to make a move as they're coming down the straight. It's going to be very close. Oh, there's contact. There's contact, and Nella's off in the wall, and oh, Holst has tried to get in the pit lane. He went in far too late. He has smashed into the pit barrier, and he is out of the race. That is a huge incident on the back straight, and those two cars are stranded in the middle of the track. There's debris everywhere. That was a spectacular crash. So let's see what happened there. So I mean, Holst, he had the speed because Nella got held up trying to overtake the car in front of him. I don't know what car that was exactly, but unfortunately Holst, I don't think he realised there wasn't really much room there. And there it is, and Nella goes really hard into the wall, and Holst tries to get into the pit lane, but he goes in far too late and loses the whole front of his car. It's ripped off. And that is a spectacular crash, as there is, I think, Cooper trying to get past Michael Mocho right in front. And wow, that was some crash there. I believe that was Nella was trying to get through past, I think it was it Southgate? It was Southgate, I believe. So here he's on board with Nella. So I don't think he probably realises that Holst was there, but he probably didn't really expect him to come through there to make the move. But there is Nella, who had a massive crash, and they got all the debris and everything, as Holst is out the race. So will we see another onboard view from Holst? I'm not sure, but that was a big crash. But here we are, we will. So, and you can see he tries to go in the pits, but he goes, oh, he just didn't turn in quite enough. He hits the DHL sign, and unfortunately, he was going way too fast. He was still going at a very high speed, and wow, that is a big crash there for Viggo Holst, and not the way that he particularly wanted to end his season. Wow. What a dramatic 5 laps of the final race we have seen so far. My goodness me. As here is Boyman, who's now coming through, and is he going to avoid all the debris? The answer is yes, he is, as Thompson's in the pits repairing his front wing, as Willis is still stuck behind the Bobo as they're coming onto the straight, but he's going to have to slow down to make sure that he avoids Willis' car. They slow down and Willis doesn't overtake, and Michael Mocho's now out of the race. So both Lotuses out of the race on lap 5. What has happened to Mocho now? I think what happened. Oh, this was just after the incident with. I believe it was. It was just after the incident with Nella and Holst, as he lost it when getting overtaken by Wade Cooper, and he went on to the AstroTurf. It's slippery as hell out there, and he goes into the wall. So wow, it just avoided the view. And there's the crash in the background with Holst and Nella. A few spins there for Mocho, and that is his season over. So that, as I said, wow. We need to catch our breath from that. As now Adam Wolf is trying to get past, I believe, is this Page Knight for 6th place. And Adam Wolf does make the move stick into the center S's. Good move there from the British driver, who's not had a particularly wonderful season. But I'll hope that as he's staying at Williams, I believe, for next year, that hopefully fortunes will change and they can build at least a better car. Sontag still leads us. Page Knight's off. Page Knight spun off. And she is in the wall. And that is her race over. And that is the last we will see of Page Knight in the OC. How unfortunate. We would have wanted her to see her finish the race, but unfortunately the wet conditions of course are out, so we will miss you, Page Knight. It was good you being in the series. You spiced up the series. You won at Hungary in 2008. You almost won at Hungary 2009, so unlucky there for Page Knight. Really unfortunate there. And she is out the race. Not the way that she particularly would have wanted to go, but as you can see, Page Knight, we will miss you in this series, as she is moving on to IndyCar. So thank you very much, Page Knight, for what you've done to the series, and hopefully we might see you in the OC soon. But anyway, back to the action. Here's Mackenzie right behind Strachan, as Sontag has got a massive lead ahead of Vulka in 2nd place, as there's Knight's car being pushed away into the barrier. So that was quite a crash there. As here we're on board with Evan Byrne, who's right behind, is this Alex Southgate? Yes, it is. He's right behind Southgate. and Byrne is coming through. It looks like he goes a bit wide there, Byrne. So Southgate is caught up right to the back of him. Byrne went wide, coming around the final couple of corners, and Southgate's gone round the outside and has taken 7th place. Oh, there was almost contact there. Wow, that was very, very close. Nearly another incident there. Wow, was that a car going into the pits? I don't think it was, but it was just, I think, Southgate just coming through the entrance of the pit lanes. Now Gallagher's making a move on James Williams for 2nd place, and he's made the move stick. Gallagher's up into 2nd place, and Willows is down to 3rd. So James Willows, unfortunately, his pace has not been so good as there's a lot of traffic up ahead. As Gal defends Willows, who's trying to attack back for 2nd place. Willows, who won the Japanese Grand Prix ahead of his teammate Florian Vulka, will want hopefully another win to end the season. What's happened here? So this is Strachan trying to overtake Sam Thompson, as there was contact there, and Strachan has spun. Yes, he has, and so has Thompson. And oh, the Red Bull there is that, I believe, James Willows? I'm not sure. I don't think it is. I think it's Vulka. As now Mikhail Gal comes into the pits for his first stop of the race, I believe. So this would obviously be a 2-stop. And Gal comes into the pits. Gal, who is officially your 2009 OC champion. He will be delighted with that. And he will probably be partying long hours of the night here in Brazil, celebrating his title race. Obviously, he would have wanted to have finished the Japanese Grand Prix, I should say, yeah, to celebrate the title, but it's just unfortunate that he unfortunately got hit the debris from the crash between Wolff and Mackenzie, and he couldn't finish the race. But Southgate obviously came in 7th, and he had to finish 5th to keep a hold of the championship, or keep it alive, I should say. As Adam Wolff also comes out the pits, he's made a stop as well, 10 seconds. Gal a 14.3, so a longer stop there from the Brawn crew, as Wolff comes out of the pits in 7th place, and he comes out just ahead of Armar Carr in 8th, but Armar Carr's going to try and make a move. Wolff is forcing him, and Wolff just about keeps 7th place from Carr there, but Carr is going to have all the momentum, although he will have the fresher tyres there, Wolff. And here is Alex Southgate, who's in 8th place. He's trying to overtake, is this the Toro Rosso? Yes, this is the Toro Rosso of Armar Carr. He's going to make the move, coming into turn 1. Carr trying to force him out, but Southgate will have the power in that Brawn, and he is going to take 8th place. Armar Carr, or is he? It's still side by side. No, he won't actually. Carr defends very well, and he has to back off there, Southgate. And so Carr will take keep 8th place, I should say. But Southgate's going to have the momentum and have the slipstream, although he'll have a lot of spray in his face as he comes out the centre S's, and then now overtaking into turn 4, and Southgate is coming around on the inside. He's going to make the move stick into turn 4, and the answer is yes, he does this time, and Carr is down to 9th, and Southgate up to 8th. Good recovery so far from Alex Southgate, who will want to get at least some points to regain some dignity from the championship, and Felix Sontag is now coming in for his first stop of the race. Let's see what will happen here. So Sontag, who's had, as I said, he's had an unconvincing season. I wouldn't say it's particularly a bad season. This is, I think, mainly or at least partly down to his car. But I suppose Sontag, if he gets the win here, it will at least, well, it will give Mercedes a boost when he joins the team for 2010. It will give them that he shows that he does have a talent in a car which he could have won the championship in 2008 had it not been for the bad luck and probably mechanical problems as well. Sontag has to wait there a bit for Mackenzie to come out the pits, as Sontag will come out in, will it be P4, will it be lower than that? We will find out. It's a 12.2 stop there from Sontag. He comes through, comes out the pits, and now James Willows is in the pits. So Willows, who took pole position, and I mean, it's been a decent season for him, but he's not had as much luck as Vulka has. Obviously, he won earlier in the season, so this will be interesting to see how well he does. Can he take another victory this season? It'll be, I believe, his 3rd victory. I think he obviously won in Japan. I can't remember the other race which he won in, but I'm sure someone will remind me. As Wolff sets the fastest lap. Oh, no, actually Southgate now takes the fastest lap of the race. He steals it off Wolff, who must be right behind him. That's probably why he got the slipstream. As Willows comes out, is that Sontag there? I believe it was it? I'm not sure, but Thompson is trying to overtake Willows here, and he is going to overtake Willows. That will not please him a bit, as now he's being held up here. And was that Sontag? That was Sontag, so that was very, very close. And Sontag has just pipped Willows there, and has stayed in the lead temporarily for the time being, as Evan Byrne is off the track. And is he going to lose the car? Yes, he is. He spins, but he is going to recover. And he's going to return to the track, and he's not going to lose any places. He lost a lot of time, but no places, fortunately. And that was a interesting incident there for Evan Byrne, who will look forward to a season with Renault, as Rela Mojin comes into the pits for Force India. Will he do a one-stop? It will be interesting to see if he will do a one-stop. I don't know if he can, but we will see. He's gone much longer than anyone else, any of the other top 3 guys at least, as Vulka's in the pits now as well for Red Bull. This will be interesting actually to see. We could have a battle here. So Moitin is actually battling, so he's ahead of Vulka at the moment, so this could be very interesting. So Moitin has got ahead of Vulka. I don't know if he actually got ahead of him on track or not, but anyway, Moitin has got ahead of Vulka, so this could be an interesting battle later on in the race, as now Southgate comes into the pits for Brawn, as we're now on lap 42 of this race. Southgate is going to come in. Southgate, who was recovered from that incident on the first lap. I mean, his luck has not been very good since he lost the championship to Gal. Most things that could have gone wrong for him have gone wrong for him. But I'll hope at least next season, alongside Sontag, he can try and fight for the championship again. Obviously, we don't know how good that Mercedes car will be, but it should be there or thereabouts, I think. As here is this Joseph Willers or is this Felix Sontag? As there's a car into the pits, and oh my goodness me, and that must be Sontag, surely. I think it is. And no, it wasn't. Well, it was Sontag that we were on board with, and that was Willers that was going into the pits. That was nearly a near, well, not fatal, well, a near fatal collision at least for Sontag, because he could have lost this race if that hadn't happened. As Willows comes around into turn 1, and oh, well, Victor Bobo is right behind him. He's spun, and he's in the wall, and Bobo is out of the race. Victor Bobo's season just summed up right there. He has not had any luck whatsoever this year. And it's all started in Melbourne when he had a mechanical failure. He's been involved in so many incidents this year. That's why he's known through the drivers as a Bobonaldo. You can see he was just going way too fast. He just went on the AstroTurf. He couldn't control the car. And he goes into the wall. And that is Victor Ibobo's season over. He will hope for better next year, as he will not obviously be driving for Toro Rosso. He will be the test driver for Force India's. Robert Ionescu has taken his seat. But Ibobo, as you can see, out the race. Not a good season for him. He's only scored, I think, 1 point, I believe, and that was in the Monaco Grand Prix, where pretty much everywhere most people were crashing out the race. As now James Willers comes in for his second stop. This will be interesting to see what will happen here. Will Willers get out in front of Sontag, or will Sontag stay in front? It was very, very close first time round. Sontag just got out ahead of Sontag, and I think maybe Willers getting held up in that traffic probably cost him a bit of time, and that may prove vital. That may have proved vital, I should say. And here Willers is coming out of the pit exit. Is that Sontag just going through there? I believe it is. As here is Alan Wolf, who's right behind. I believe, is this James Willers for 5th place? I think it is. And Willers is defending. Wolf's trying to go to the inside. Is he going to make the move stick? It's side by side. And Wolf has made the move stick. Has he? It's all side by side. It's very, very close. And Wolf has made the move stick. This is going to be vital in this race between Willers and Sontag. This might have just helped Sontag win this race when he goes into the pit. And here he is. Felix Sontag makes his pit stop. This will be his most crucial pit stop of the season, as this will decide if he will take his first and only win of the season. Sontag gets a very quick start at 6.9, so they've obviously, they've changed tyres. They haven't bothered to put any fuel in. They fueled him obviously to the end of the race in the first stop. Sontag comes out, so Vulka's in the pits as well. Where is Willers is a big question. It doesn't look like he's ahead. He must be probably coming up to the center races now. Gal is in second place, so it looks like Sontag, I should say, is going to keep the lead of this Grand Prix, and Sontag is out in front comfortably. There's Gal in second place, so I don't know if Gal has actually made his second stop yet. So Gal may have leapfrogged Willers here, unless he has to make another stop. I don't know if he has, as Willers tries to make a move on Armar Car for 11th place, and he does make it stick as Southgate comes into the pits for his final stop of the Grand Prix, as he is set to gain at least some points from this race. A decent recovery there from Sontag, though. He obviously didn't lose any debris or anything at the start, so this will be interesting to see where he goes. There's another yellow flag out, so what's happened now? There's a yellow flag out in the infield section at the start of it, and that is Finlay Strachan out the race, and his car has caught fire. That's a big fire there for Strachan, as he is going to retire from this Grand Prix. Strachan, who's gone to Williams, so I hope that his season will be better, as it's an oil leak. So as you can see, his car was actually on fire just coming out of turn 4, as it is, I think, on fire. Where does it start to ignite? Oh, there it is. You can see it just starts to ignite there. It is on fire, and unfortunately for Strachan, he was never really going to make it back to the pits. You can misinterpret smoke for the spray, I should say, for the smoke from his car as Strachan pulls off to the side of the track there. So a disappointing end to the season for Finley Strachan. He'll hope for better. As you can see, he struggles to stop his car there on the wet grass as he pulls off to the side, so he'll hope for better when he's at Williams next season. So there is Strachan just crawling his way to the wall, loses his wing, but he won't care. As Wolf now comes to the pits for his final stop of the Grand Prix. Alan Wolf, who looks set to at least gain some points here. Wolf will keep with Williams for next season. It's been a season of what it could have been. It's not been great, although it's not really been good for Williams that much at all, really, as he just avoids the Force India pit crew coming out to get ready for their stop. Wolf will come out. Is it going to be in 6th place? No, it's going to be in 7th, so it looks like Wolf is going to come out inside of the points. So at least it will be a nice way to end the season for Alan Wolf. As Gal has minutes off, as he is just in front, so it proves that Gal did need to make another stop, and he hadn't stopped before Willows, so Willows has got 2nd place in the bag, it looks like. As here is Vulka and Moitian. This is a battle for 3rd, actually, between Vulka and Moitian, so Moitian is trying to overtake Vulka here, and it looked like Vulka had overtaken Moitian, and Moitian is going to try, and oh, there's contact! There is contact, and Moitian and Vulka is off! And he's in the wall. He's managed to somehow avoid damage, but Moitian has taken 3rd place, and he looks set to have got a podium. Like last year, he got a podium in the 2008 Brazilian Grand Prix, and it looks like he's going to get another one here. And Volker's also. What happened here? So, did he overtake? Yes, he did overtake him. So Volker had. So Moitian was in 3rd, but he just went very, very slowly around the corner, and oh, there was almost a collision there. And Volker only just managed to get the car stopped in time, and that gave Moitian a chance to attack back. As you can see, coming off the straight, Moitian was all over him. And he did try and go around the outside, but that never really was going to work. And he decided to back off a little bit, get behind him in his slipstream, and then try and overtake him for turn 1. It looked like he just couldn't stop the car. As he comes into turn 1, he tried to make a move. You can see he just can't stop the car. He tries to turn, he tries to brake. And it was just a bit unlucky there between the two. As there goes Valkyrie. Fortunately, manages to avoid damage. I don't know how, but he manages to avoid it nonetheless. And Moitian has got 3rd place, and it looks set to be another podium for him. You can see he comes around, he tries to brake, you can see he tries to steer, so you could say, unfortunately, that it wasn't an intentional collision, he didn't really want to do that, but Moitian gets 3rd place, as there's Thompson, his teammate, right behind him, so Vulka has dropped down, he seems to be in the wall, he seems to be struggling to get going, so I don't know what's going on here, but he's dropped down behind Gal, and now behind Adam Wolf in 5th place, so I don't know what's going on here with Florian Vulka. He may have stalled the car, I don't know, Southgate's gone past him, and so has, oh no, he's finally got going. And Boyman, it's a bit of reversing there for Vulka as he reverses almost right onto the track there. And he's still going, and he's doing a nice little spin there. Pirouette, I don't know what he's doing, but and he's reversing again. He's making a real hash of it. He's trying to show off to the fans, I think. He goes into the wall again, and he gets away with any damage, and he finally rejoins the track. Quite a show there from Florian Vulka as he rejoins in 10th place, and there goes his chance of points. Oh, Mackenzie's off again, and he manages to avoid any damage or to go into the wall. See, he comes around. He seems to be doing okay, but then you can see he's just really, look at how much he's struggling for grip. He just can't control the car, and he somehow manages to, well, he loses control, but he doesn't manage to spin the car. So good car control there from Mackenzie, but not been a good race for him. He's struggled with the car ever since lap 1, and it's quite unfortunate there for Mackenzie, as he still, at least still keeps on the tracks. I hope that he can still at least get the car to the line. So he rejoins in 13th place. Thompson is the one in 14th, last place. Car in 12th. Joseph Willows in 11th. As Mackenzie comes around turn 4 and turn 5. Now comes into the infield section of the track. As that is Miklos Gal's off. Miklos Gal, the world champion, is off. He's into the wall as well, and he has somehow managed to avoid any damage as well, and he's dropped behind his teammate Southgate, so that is another spin there round at turn 1. So Wolf is now up into 4th place, is that, I believe. As you can see on board with Gal, he just does the same as what Boba did earlier. He just loses control, and instead he somehow manages to avoid any damage into the wall. So Wolf is up into 4th place for Williams, a great result for him in the final race, and Gal rejoins in 6th place. So that is another crash, as it proves the track is still very, very wet. There's still probably rivers flowing at a lot of corners of this track. But Southgate is now up to 5th, and he is now right behind Alan Wolf for 4th place, so he could have himself at least a top 4 here, as here is the battle for 4th place, as here's Alex Southgate, is he behind? He's behind the Toro Rosso, trying to get past the Toro Rosso of, is that, I think that is Armar Carr, and it is Armar Carr, as Southgate is going to try and make the move coming into turn 4, and he does so. Now he'll have the chance to attack, and Adam Wolf's lost it. Coming around into turn 4, he's managed to control it, and he's just about kept 4th place, but that's brought Southgate right onto his tail, and now Southgate's going to have an opportunity. Is he going to try and make a move into the infield section of the circuit? You can see on board with Wolf, he comes around and he just nearly loses the car. Still just no grip out there, and he gets away with it, and he just does enough to keep ahead of Southgate, who's in the middle of passing Armar Carr, or at least lapping him, I should say. And Wolf defends coming into the infield section. We've got 2 laps to go of this race, so can Wolf get himself a top 4 and get his best finish of the season? It'll be interesting to see how it goes all the way to the flag, as we now only have 2 laps to go on the penultimate lap of the season, as Southgate is now going to make a move coming onto the front straight. He's right behind Wolf. He's going to have all the slipstream. He's surely going to make the move coming into turn 1. It's going to be side by side. Southgate's on the inside of Wolf coming into turn 1, and Southgate's going to make the move stick. He's still side by side, but I think he's got the move done, and yes, he has. He moves ahead of Adam Wolf and takes 4th place. But Wolf can still get himself a good finish at the moment if he at least keeps the car on the road. So Southgate gets into the top 4. Wolf in 5th, Gal is in 6th, but I don't think he'll be able to catch him. But here is Felix Sonntag. He is your leader. He had lost the lead from Vulka on the first lap, but he retook it on lap 2, and he's never really looked back. It was crucial that he got ahead of Willows at the first stop, as if he didn't, it probably would have denied him the race, although probably Willows getting held up in that traffic after the stop cost him quite a few seconds and allowed Felix to get away, and that is what has got him the victory here today. It could have been a better season for Sonntag, but he'll still at least be very, very happy that he'll have got the win, and Sonntag will come around, as he comes around the infield section, he'll look forward to next season at Mercedes alongside Alex Southgate, who narrowly lost the title. It could be a very, very interesting pair between those two for next year, as we know how much talent they do have in their cars. Southgate, who could have won the title, but Gal obviously was more consistent throughout the season. He scored more consistent points finishes. And Southgate, who despite winning the Singapore Grand Prix, it was a bit too late for him. As Felix Sonntag is coming round the final couple of corners, he's coming onto the back straight for the final time, and Felix Sonntag is set to win the final race of the 2009 offline championship season. He comes round past the pit lane. There's going to be no problems here, and Felix Sonntag wins the final race of the 2009 offline championship season. Congratulations to him. Almost a 2-hour race. That was quite a long one, that was, as Mackenzie comes home in 13th. A very disappointing last race for him. But James Willis is set to get 2nd place. Wherever he is a massive lead for Willis. There is Joseph Willis. They're the 2 Willis brothers that are going to come home right behind each other. Quite nice, that is. And Willis comes home in 11th, but James Willis takes the podium, and Roland Moiting is going to take a podium for Force India like he did last year. He took a 3rd place at Brazil last year, and he comes through and he takes 3rd place. So well done to Roland Moitin, and he gets 3rd place. Congratulations to him. Southgate will come home in 4th place. He'll at least still get top 4 after this. And Adam Wolf will come home in 5th place, I should say. So well done to Adam Wolf. Carl will come home in 12th. Gal will come home in 6th. He just beats Jack Boyman in his final race in the offline championship, so he gets some points. So well done, a great recovery from him. Thompson will get 14th. Wade Cooper will get the final point for Ferrari in 8th place. Evan Byrne, I believe, will be in 9th place, and here he is. He will take 9th place. But this is obviously the final race for Toyota, for Boyman, for Knight. We will miss them dearly, and we'll miss Toyota. So well done to Boyman for getting 2 points on the board. As Vulka now comes over the line, he will take 10th place. A very disappointing end of the race for Vulka, who had taken the lead, but unfortunately lost it to Sonntag. And here is your winner of the race, Felix Sonntag. He will be a lot happier at the end of the season, as you can see, keep fighting Michael on his helmet. Very nice gesture there as well. So Felix Sonntag is your winner of the final race of the season. It's amazing that this season has gone through so quickly, but it'll be very interesting to see what will happen for next year. So we will now head towards the results of this race and see the full confirmation. As here it is, Sonntag wins, ahead of James Willis in 2nd, Moitin in 3rd, Southgate 4th, Wolf 5th, Gal 6th, Boyman 7th, Cooper 8th, Byrne 9th, Vulka 10th, Willis 11th, Carr 12th, Mackenzie 13th, and Thompson 14th, with Strachan, Ibobo, Knight, Mochonella, Holst, Maturian, and Roke all retiring from this race. So now we will see the fastest lap. And Jack Boyman, interestingly, set here. That's quite nice as well. Jack Boyman setting the fastest lap On the final race of the season, Southgate 2nd, Wolf 3rd, Willis 4th, Sontag 5th, Vulka 6th, Moitian 7th, Byrne 8th, Gow 9th, Joseph Willis 10th, Cooper 11th, Mackenzie 12th, Carl 13th, Thompson 14th, Strachan Bowen 9th, Maturin, Holst, Mocho, Nella, and Roku, obviously, well, he said at the time that was 13 seconds off. So here are your final standings from the season. So Miklos Gal wins with 116 points, with Alex Southgate beating Vulka to make it a brawl 1-2 in the championship. Vulka 3rd, James Willis in 4th, Will Nella 5th. Sontag gets himself up into 6th. He beats his teammate Joseph Willis by 1 point. Mackenzie in 8th, Cooper 9th, Page 9th, 10th. Thompson 11th, George Roke 12th, Roland Moyton 13th, Boyman 14th, Byrne 15th, Wolf 16th, Zaffrey 17th, Holst 18th, Strachan 19th, Ibobo 20th with Carr, Mocho, Banks, Maturin, and Ionescu with no points. Braun winning the Constructors with 208 points, Red Bull 152. McLaren did beat Ferrari for 3rd place with 93 compared to Ferrari's 85. BMW were 5th, Force India 6th, Toyota 7th, Williams 8th, Renault 9th, Toro Rosso 10th, and Lotus 11th. Well, that has been the 2009 GP4 Offline Championship season. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Don't forget from this race to give the race a rating out of 10 and vote for your driver of the day. Well, that has been a very, very good season, I have to say. I'd like to thank Yuri for hosting the series, and I'd like to thank him for allowing me to commentate these races. So I think we owe him a lot. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the season. We will be back in a couple of weeks' time where we'll see you for the 2010 season, which will throw up a lot of interesting battles, finishes, crashes, everything that you've seen in the GP4 Offline Championship, which makes it really, really good. So thank you very much for watching, guys. And again, as I said, a thank you for Yuri for hosting the series, letting me commentate, and obviously all you guys for entering and making the series so good as it is. Thank you for watching, guys. We will see you in a couple of weeks' time for the 2010 season, the Bahrain Grand Prix at the Shakira International Circuit. Goodbye, and see you later.